My wife's on raking duty today. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't want to kill her when I run the baler. But so far she's doing really good, so should be good to go. This hay is not drying worth a crap. This has been cut and laying on the ground for 2 days, and we're sunny and it's hot, but it's also humid, and we've had really, really bad morning dews, so it's still extremely green underneath. I don't have a tedder. If I did, I'd ted it, but I don't, so best I can do is throw it in a windrow, let it dry, and come back with a baler in like 5 or 6 hours. So we do have a really good drying day today. We got a breeze, so like this, that I would bale. Problem is, it's got this mixed in with it, so I don't know. We are wrapping a lot of this, so I guess if I bale it a little bit wet, it's not the end of the world, but I want consistency. I don't want wet and dry, but we'll see. Well, I didn't record a whole lot today, but we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we got 4 of the 9 places to bale baled today, but a couple of them were the bigger ones. I got one pretty good size, well, I say pretty good size chunk. It's like 8 acres tomorrow. Gotta hit it yet, but I'd say in the morning I'm gonna get up early, hop in the skid steer and go ahead and start moving some bales in, and then probably after that, I don't know, probably start raking, baling around noon, weather permitting. It's kind of feeling like we're gonna have a really heavy dew again, so there's that. But all in all, pretty productive day. My wife did very well on the hay rake. She had a few pretty squiggly lines and messy end rows here and there, but all in all, she did really good for her first time. On second thought, all the pickups were hooked to trailers, so drove that home. Hello. Morning. This morning we are picking up bales, so little by little making some progress. Really heavy dew again last night, so yeah, just making the most of it and picking up hay while it dries off. This is the last raking for the year. Unless somebody calls me and offers me an obscene amount of money to do more of it. But after we get this baled up, cleaning up the hay tools and putting them in the shed for the year. So decent hay here. It could be better. Unfortunately, there's a lot of Johnson grass in it, but I cut most of it. I would say only about 5% of it had gone to seed, so I think I got it early enough it won't hurt too much. I already got Johnson grass everywhere anyways, so it's nothing Roundup won't kill as long as you get it early. People make a bigger deal out of Johnson grass than what I feel like it really needs to be. In the days before Roundup, I'd agree with you, but it's not as big of a deal now. Anyhow, last of the raking done. Raking my way back out of the field. Headed home. Might even get this baled up tonight. I don't know. So, borrowing a bale trailer, and it is the cat's ass. It's one of those that you just slide all the bales on it and then flip it up. We've been hauling them in, and there's a ton of them. This isn't even a third of them yet, but I think I just bought another baler because these damn twine bales do not stay together. Like, they look great in the field, and then you go pick them up, and they just fall apart. The twine comes off of them, it gets wrapped in shit, and they blow apart. So, what good's having a baler if half the hay doesn't end up getting fed? Bad. I mean, that Gale baler, they are pretty tight. I mean, I can't get my fingers in past right there. They're getting tight, but they're just falling apart, like this one. So, started hauling in hay. Got a helper today, and he's already trying to drive. He loves riding in the skid steer because we bounce around and the lap bar holds him right in against me. He loves that because it's fun to spin around and pick up bales. So he's tagging along today. Well, we were hauling in hay, and the trailer my wife was pulling blew a tire on the way in. She didn't know it. I don't know how she didn't hear it, but the tire was completely annihilated. She just got to change her first tire. Tire shop dropped the new tire off, so I sat here and operated the jack with this handle here while she changed the tire. She'd never done it before, so I figured it was a good time for her to learn. Morning. It's 10:30 in the morning and I'm already sweating. It's humid. But caught this in the nick of time. I was figuring that I was getting low on twine. And yeah, I could have made about one more bale, I think, and I would have been out. And you always want to tie your old row into your new row into your old row, because if you don't, you get to snake that all the way through here up to the front of the baler, and it's just a pain. So if you go ahead and tie it together, you never have to do that. So yeah, I'm gonna tie a knot now, but I need both hands to do that. So you just have to take my word for it. So we're unloading hay, and what I'm doing is trying to stack it where first cut and second cut are separate. And I'll feed the first cut first, since it's gonna be the freshest, or the oldest, I guess. Basically, I'm trying to keep all of it the same as I'm feeding it. And if they don't like some of it, I'll blend it in with some of the later cut stuff, I guess. But hay looks pretty good right now. It won't now that it's sitting out, but still decent looking bales all in all. But getting it stacked up, I've already got more second cut than I had first cut by quite a bit, and not even half done hauling it in, I'd say. So got a lot of hay this year. Gonna have several hundred bales said and done. So this escalated a lot more than what I thought it would, because initially I was gonna bale up like 30, 40 bales and then get a couple cows, and yeah, that's not gonna happen now. Okay, now I'm back. But looking to get about 50 to 70 head now, somewhere in that range. So I've got the room for them back here, and I've got plenty of hay. Well, I don't have enough room for them to be strictly on pasture in the summertime. I'll still have to feed them some, but I'm gonna have so much hay that'll be okay. So anyhow, we are unloading hay, so I gotta get off of here. This is quickly turning into a lot more hay than what I expected it to. Somebody felt the need to climb up there. Lots of hay though. Here goes another one. We traded seats, so we'll see how this goes. She hadn't broken the strings off of one yet, so far so good. She's learning. It's a little sketchy, but she's learning. Oh yeah, she did great. And if she didn't like me, she could just spear me with those. Go get another one. It'll get real interesting when I have her stack the one on top. She hasn't done one of those yet, but little by little, we're getting them hauled out. Got a load and a half more after this, and we are done hauling hay in for the year. So I think I got like 20, 21 bales left to haul, and we'll be done. I might take out some tree limbs with this one, but that's not the end of the world. They need trimmed anyways. As long as I don't get power line poles, it's all right. It's up there a little ways though. Beautiful sunset tonight. Couldn't ask for much better. We decided that she's gonna go make supper, or well, we're probably eating cereal for supper at this point, but she's leaving, and gonna go pick up our son from my parents' house and make us a nice warm bowl of cereal, and that's rhetorical. I'm gonna unload this last load of hay, and then I'm gonna head home and get something to eat too. But holy cow, we've got a lot of bales. I never intended to have this many. It started out as I was gonna put up about 50. Yeah, we got a lot more than 50 bales sitting there. So anyhow, I guess I'll get to it.